Hey, showing off, showing off. Okay, sound off. Hello, everyone. I'm working my way through. Gotta double check, getting a hold of the technology. Here I am. All right. I'm gonna share in the group. Okay, here I am. I think I got it handled. All right. It's been a busy day, so I'm in my working uniform, in the working look. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully the light is okay. And today we're going to have a conversation, interesting conversation. What if? My name is Nadya. I'm a certified health, life, and fitness coach. I help men and women in their 50s to lose stubborn 20 pounds so they can finally fit in clothes they want to fit and keep it this way through a transformation of lifestyle and habit change. I'm also passionate advocate about unshackled products. Those products are for everyday use beyond organic, high quality, 300 plus different products you can use every day at home for your health and your family. Well, if you like topics like this, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Natural Power 100. Videos like this are instantly uploaded there and you can watch them at your convenience as well. You can subscribe to a newsletter through nadyatash.com/newsletter. Hi, Bob. Thanks for watching. And also I have a freshly made wellness center. It's a long link. I'm going to post it underneath. So don't worry, you don't have to write down any of those links or names. I will post them underneath the comments in this video. All right. And also we have a Friends and Health Facebook group, Fixing My Hair at the same time. This group is closed, but it is free group for anyone who would like daily motivation and inspiration in the wellness journey. Most of the time we know what to do, we just don't kind of do it or procrastinate or lose motivation, and we kind of need someone to kick us, in that part to move forward. So Friends and Health Facebook group is for that, to motivate you and inspire in your wellness journey so we can all keep going. Isn't it easier and better and more fun to do it as a community than to do it by yourself? I think I can even speak for myself. It doesn't really matter how long you do it and how habitual it is for you, how much you love it. It's always more fun to do it together in this journey. All right. Glad to be here, looking forward to learning or having a conversation. So let's have this as a conversation. And today we're going to talk about what if. A couple of weeks ago, I actually posted what if as a part of my morning motivational posts. Usually between 4 a.m. to 6 a.m., I just post something motivational on my wall and share it throughout my communities on social media. And interesting that this topic got quite an interesting response and very wide response of what resonated with viewers when they read what if. Actually, this expression came from the video that I watched, and I shared this video inside of our Friends and Health Facebook group. But really, what if, do you remember when we were kids, we played all sorts of games. We would imagine, what if I could be this, I could do that, and we would pretend to be who we want to be. Hi, Titi. Thanks for watching. And we would have all these imaginary heroes and the games and houses and the astronauts and teachers. We would be and do what we want to do. And somehow through our upbringing, we would told not to do, not to be, or be a certain way. And we kind of gotten used to just living in the current day-to-day life. And we just stopped dreaming, or we stopped visualizing, or we just stopped asking questions. What if? And just imagining. Hello, I see your comments. And really bringing back to our childhood when we would play a game, pretend to be whoever, and this what if shows up, and you remember how, or when you observe the kids playing, they're just the whole imaginary world of what's happening. And when they imagine the game, it's not just one sentence, what if I fly to the space? They actually create the steps by steps game how to get there. So it starts with what if the end result is that. Actually, in my health and fitness coach, and one of the questions I always ask in the very first conversation, there are different variations of the same question. What if you had a magic wand and you would have anything you want to have or be or feel in 3 months? What would it look like? So it's pretty much the same question, just in a more adult way of asking it, even though when I say magic wand, sometimes I get an interesting response. But it's the what if imagining your ideal goal? What will be your ideal goal without looking or considering any obstacles of time, money, consequences, etc.? What if? What's your ideal goal? What if you can, I'm talking about myself, I can learn to swim. What will be possible? I know what will be possible. I can actually join triathlon, because that's the reason I don't, because I don't know how to swim. What if I could actually have a job that I have a passion about? What if I can have a relationships that I'm seeing on the TV about? What if I can make $7,000 a month? What if? So my conversation to you, what if there's something in your life that you will say, if you had a magic wand and you can have it, what would it be? You don't have to say it in the comments, but if you're willing to say, that will be great for us to, or for me to read. So I feel I'm having a conversation. And you know, I feel we lost what if imagination somewhere also in the process, besides our upbringing telling us what to be, who to be, what not to do. We are afraid to fail. Don't you feel when we say what if, there's all sorts of things coming in your head saying why not, saying that you're not supposed to, you should not, and all these negative thoughts come in a pretty huge wall that it's easy to give in and say, I shall not even start. We don't even start because we're afraid to fail in something we haven't even started yet. But what if you don't fail? What if you actually progress? So what if you don't get to your 100% goal and you just reach 50% goal? What if you're still better than when you were starting? You know, the only game that fails is the game you don't play. So if you don't start asking ourselves what if and actually start playing the game, you just fail right there because we don't. But once you start playing the game, it might cut your ear when I say the game, but why I say the game? Because what if I'm imagining my ideal situation. I'm imagining or planning how would it look like, and then I'll just play a game. What if it will really happen by the end of the month? What if my club will reach that goal? And actually we did last month. So it's my own business. What if? What steps can I take to reach the end of that game? Just like in the children's games, they have steps You know, when you roll the dice and you do the steps, what if? And what if you actually reach towards your goal? You're better than when you started. But we don't want to start because we're afraid to fail. That's the failure, not to start. What if I could live the life of my dreams in every way, no compromises? What if we don't compromise? What if the life that I want is this? What would be the ideal life? Where would you live? Who would you live with? What would you see around you? How much money would you have in a bank account? What would you say to yourself? How would you start your day? How would you end your day? What if your life has no compromises or on general scale? What if I could run a mile in 6 minutes? Ooh, interesting. I have something I wrote about being a kid again. I'm looking forward to know what that would be about being a kid again. And what if in the process of taking the steps, you ask yourself a question: what if I can actually run 1 extra minute? What if instead of running at this speed, I will pick it up and run another 15 seconds at higher pace? What if instead of placing 1 phone call, I will place 2 phone calls? What if I will say I love you every day? What if I will actually, even though I'm rushing out of the door, I will stop and acknowledge the person? What if I can do this and 1 extra? Maybe sometimes it doesn't even take time, or it doesn't take that much effort. What if you just be you and extra? So my question to you, what will be that extra that you can be? I'm waiting for your responses. And one of the things I was thinking about, there's just so much often we hear that people don't like their job, right? Or they just don't like the conditions of life, that there's something that is really big area of your life that you want to almost flip over. You really want to change and you feel stuck. And you may hear, okay, what if my ideal job is this? I'm in IT, but I really want to do health and wellness. Those seem to be really different areas of expertise. So how would I switch to really what I want to do? What if you will say that I want to be in health and wellness full time in 3 years? What if we're just playing a game? What if? What steps will it take to actually do that? Maybe you can just find a hobby that will get you into that health and wellness activity. What will that be? Maybe you can try some products, just speaking of which. Maybe you can talk to a friend who already works in health and wellness and see how you can help them. Maybe you can find time to volunteer. Maybe you can volunteer. Something that doesn't take much out of your daily already routine, but still will get you into that field. And what if after that you can actually have just a part-time devoted to that field or that activity? So every little step by step, just like in a game. Good points. And what if you will start making part-time income with the passionate area of your life or the work that you really like, and then at some point you will realize, well, I'm at 2.5 years into it, maybe it's time to go full-time. So we don't have to flip the entire area of our life. What if we just dream what the ideal situation will be like? What if we just create a plan of the game and slowly start taking step by step? What if? Why not? And I was thinking about what if there was an article recently, Bob, I know you know of this article, the most important question, what if? The article was talking about interestingness and curiosity. So when we ask ourselves a question, what if? Have you noticed how much curiosity in it? And curiosity, there's no judgment in it. And that's where your imagination is really wide open. There's no judgment. And the fear of failure, that actually invitation for judgment. But if you say, what if, and play the game of curiosity, there's no judgment. And because it is your passion, is because your ideal with no compromises life, you keep being interested. And you keep progressing and you keep asking yourself, what if I can do this? What if I can take an extra step, extra mile? I do understand it's a very wide topic. My goal is to narrow it down to what occurs to me when I ask myself a question, what if? Well, before we take off, I am curious so far, what occurs to you when you hear this conversation? What if? So I heard a few comments from you. What if to have a life without compromises? What if being a kid again and actually dream up and create a game? What if? What would your life be like if you had that magic wand and you have what you want? What would it look like? You know that most of us don't even know. Just in fact, a couple of hours ago, I had a conversation and we had to dream up. We had to talk about the vision board. What if my vision board looks like this? That's my ideal life. How do I get there? So it's not just about dreaming, which is very important. It's halfway there. But how do I create my game, my vision, to get there? Am I afraid to fail? Well, you fail if you don't start. But if you start, even if you get there 10%, you're still far ahead from where you were when you started, isn't it? So what occurs to you when you hear these thoughts? Asking with a sense of curiosity rather than judgment has been important for my progress. Indeed, curiosity takes us to creativity, and judgment kind of locks us down in the cage of being stuck, isn't it? All right, folks, that's what I got with this topic. What if you have a magic wand and you have what you want? What will it look like? Thank you for dreaming up with me. And if you like topics like this, join my YouTube channel, The Natural Power 100, and please join our Friends and Health Facebook group for your daily motivation and inspiration. If you're looking for beyond organic good products, check out Shackley Company. I'm a passionate advocate of these products, and I will see you in the community. Thank you very much, and please leave me your comments.